Red Bull Racing is about to take the biggest gamble in its history. For the 2026 Formula One season, the team is building its very own engine for the first time ever, and they're doing it with a brand new partner, Ford. For years, Red Bull relied on engines from other manufacturers. Now, they want full control. But building a competitive Formula One engine from scratch, that's a monumental challenge. Rivals have called it a Mount Everest of engineering, and the entire F1 world is watching to see if they can pull it off. The new power unit, named the Red Bull Ford Powertrain, is being crafted at a brand new factory in Milton Keynes, where over 500 people have been hired to make it happen. The stakes are massive because the 2026 rules are rewriting what a Formula One engine even is. Half of the car's power will come from a traditional combustion engine, the other half from a drastically more powerful electric motor called the MGUK. This MGUK will be nearly 3 times stronger than the one used today. That means the battery and the entire electrical system must be completely redesigned, a huge engineering hurdle for a team with no prior experience as a manufacturer. To put it in perspective, the current MGUK produces around 120 kilowatts, about 160 horsepower. The 2026 version, a staggering 350 kilowatts, over 470 horsepower. Managing this leap in electrical power safely is critical. One mistake could mean lost performance, or something far worse. Teams that have been building hybrid engines for a decade already have a massive advantage. Red Bull is learning on the fly, under the full glare of Formula One. Every test, every race, every failure will be scrutinized by the media and rivals alike. There's no room for error. And the challenge doesn't stop there. In 2026, the cars will run on 100% sustainable fuel. This isn't a minor tweak, it's a whole new science. Fuel chemistry can make or break performance, and every supplier is racing to find a secret edge. Red Bull has partnered with ExxonMobil, but they'll face fierce competition from teams like Ferrari and Shell, who've been developing these fuels for years. The fuel itself is a marvel. It's created from household waste, non-food biomass, or even carbon captured from the atmosphere. The aim? A net zero carbon footprint. But making a fuel that's both sustainable and insanely powerful, that's a monumental task. Every team is waging a secret war, each trying to brew the perfect mixture. A small chemical difference could translate to a massive advantage on the track. For Red Bull and ExxonMobil, this isn't just about building an engine, they're creating a whole new fuel to go with it. And getting both of these pieces right at the same time, that's a task of almost unimaginable complexity. Because the engine is so different, the car itself, the RB22, will be completely new. Rumors from inside the sport suggest Red Bull is making a major change to its car design. For years, they've been famous for their pull rod suspension, a cornerstone of their championship-winning machines. But for 2026, reports indicate they're switching to a double push rod suspension. This is a bold move. It might be necessary to fit the new, bulkier power unit, but it means stepping away from a design philosophy they have perfected. The pull rod system has been key to their aerodynamics, channeling clean airflow to the rear of the car. A push rod layout changes that airflow, forcing the team to rethink how to generate downforce. It's not a tweak, it's a complete reimagining of what makes a Red Bull car fast. The team knows the challenge is immense. Chief Engineer Paul Monahan has admitted it's likely their new engine will start with a small power deficit compared to established manufacturers like Mercedes or Ferrari. He hopes clever car design can compensate, but with the engine playing such a critical role in 2026, hiding a power shortfall will be nearly impossible. The FIA has introduced a system called ADO to help new engine makers. It gives extra testing time, but it doesn't add power on the track. Red Bull will need to find solutions on their own, all while rivals are racing and learning even more. It's a race against time, and Red Bull is starting from behind. The timing couldn't be tougher. Over the past year, the team has lost key figures. Legendary designer Adrian Newey, architect of their championship machines, has left. Helmut Marko, the tough advisor who discovered Max Verstappen, has retired. It's a brain drain of unprecedented scale, leaving the team with a huge knowledge gap just when they need it most. The new team principal, Lorenz Mekis, faces the enormous task of rebuilding the team while overseeing this ambitious engine project. The one piece of good news, Max Verstappen's trusted race engineer Gianpiero Lambi is staying. Their partnership is one of the strongest in F1, and keeping him was vital. Still, the pressure on Max is immense. He's optimistic about the new car, a vision once supported by Helmut Marko, but he's realistic too. For the first pre-season tests, he expects the team will spend more time in the garages than on the track. And with a contract running until 2028, reportedly with performance clauses, there is extra pressure. If the car isn't competitive, Verstappen could leave, and there would be no shortage of teams eager to sign him. Mercedes has openly admired him, making it a real possibility if the Red Bull Ford project fails to deliver. The stakes are enormous. The success of this new engine could determine the future of Red Bull's star driver and the legacy of the team itself. If Red Bull and Ford succeed, it could become one of the most legendary stories in Formula One. But if they fail, the consequences could be devastating. Behind the scenes, the team is facing the toughest test in its history, building a brand new engine, designing a completely new car, and doing it all with a reorganized team structure. It's a perfect storm of challenges. The next few months of testing will be critical. Every session, every lap will provide the first clues as to whether this massive gamble will pay off, or if Red Bull's empire might begin to falter. The entire Formula One world is watching, waiting to see if the team can continue to stand strong, or if a new, difficult era is about to begin. Will Red Bull climb Mount Everest, or is this the start of their biggest struggle yet?